Hi, Kira Anthofer here with California Home Care Resource, one of your trusted advisors. Hi, Kira Anthofer here, one of your trusted advisors at California Home Care Resource. We've put together this short little video and training to show you the importance of good incontinence supplies and good incontinence care. We brought a special guest here today with us, Kelly Allan. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kira. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you. Kelly, as a professional expert in the field of incontinence supplies, can you share with us a few tips on how to choose the right products, as well as what does good hygiene care look like from the perspective of a caregiver's duties?
Absolutely. So, you definitely want to have a checklist of things that, when you're considering the right products. You know, gender, if the products is for a female or for a male, or if it's universal for both. That's definitely something to consider. Also, if the resident is your client, wheelchair bound, or can they walk? Are they independent? What does their lifestyle look like? And then also incontinence in general, there's different types of incontinence. So there's urinary incontinence, bowel movement incontinence, or dual incontinence, which is both.
What? Wow, there's a lot to consider there.
There sure is.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's not just like buying something off the shelf of the pharmacy or one of those big warehouse stores, huh?
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into the right products, and also absorbency is really important as well. You want to make sure that you're getting the best, most absorbent products.
Great. So, can you show us maybe what some good products look like?
Absolutely, yeah. So we have our tape tabs here, and when you're considering a tape tab, you want to make sure that when you're checking your loved one or your residents, that this is not going to completely rip. So a strong tape tab where you can check your residents multiple times is very important. And also, inside many products, you will see this little thing here. It's a little dam here, and that helps keep everything inside.
So, is there like two? It looks like there's two here.
Yeah, so this is the outer one, but this is the inner one. So you want to make sure that there is a dam here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera.
So do all products have that, or
not all products? So okay. It's really important to make sure that when you're looking for a product that's absorbent, you know these are just some of the features that you want to look out for.
Yeah.
Make sure that they have a strong tab that when you're checking, it's not going to completely rip.
Got it.
And then the dams here, that's just going to help keep everything inside.
Perfect.
So a lot of products, they require that you put maybe an insert pad inside, something that's really absorbent. But when you're considering an insert pad option inside of a product, you want to make sure that it's thin and that it's not going to just bunch up. And you want to make sure that there's no plastic, because plastic eats into the skin, and we don't want that. So plastic up against the skin is going to cause irritation. It's going to cause skin issues, and it's going to make UTIs worse if a resident has a UTI. So you want to make sure you have the right products that are absorbent and that are comfortable and that are not bulging up. So I'm going to put this inside here, and we're going to demonstrate how absorbent this is, Kira.
Cool. All right. So I happen to have a handy little bottle.
Hey, thank you. So I'm just going to pour half just to show you how absorbent this is.
So how many ounces is that? That's like 16, 20 ounce bottle. So that's a lot.
Yeah, we're just going to do half for now.
Uh-huh.
I think that's about half,
So is this
immediately
good for...
it's already absorbing, as you can see.
I can see that.
I don't know if you're...
Oh, wow. Now, is this good for both male and female clients?
Yes, this particular product is.
Okay, wow.
And it will say on the package, the absorbency. When you're looking at a package, it will say the absorbency level. how much it absorbs, and then it will say if it's just for female or just for male or universal for both.
Okay, that's good to know.
So sizing is also really important as well too, Kira. You want to make sure if you have too big of a size, that you get the right size, because if it's too big, you're gonna have leaks.
Oh yeah, and you don't want unfit products, because then
Right.
then it kind of bunches and crinkles, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
So as it's doing its thing, do you have another product you want to show us?
Yeah. So now we're going into the pull-ups. So, just like with the tape tab, you can put an insert pad inside the pull-up. But when you're considering a very comfortable pull-up, you want to make sure that it retains its elasticity. A lot of products stay stretched out like this, but you want a product that really retains its elasticity, because you want it to be close to your body as much as possible.
Now this is for more of a person that's more able, have less mobility issues.
Yes,
right?
absolutely, yeah. So the pull-ups typically are people that are more active, out in the community, going to yoga, golfing. These are like regular underwear.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And you want them to be close up to your body,
Mm-hmm.
and they're soft, like
Yeah.
cotton, like regular underwear.
Yeah.
So, and then same thing, just like with the tape tabs, there's these side dams here.
Oh, okay,
that
great.
help keep everything in place.
Great.
So that's really important.
Oh, great. So how are we doing on this guy?
So, as you can see, there's nothing coming out of this.
Oh yeah, my hand is pretty dry.
So your loved one is going to be dry wearing this.
So, and then, oh, perfect. You were just going to do something with
Yeah,
it.
so I was just going to show you that if you were to do this with any other product, rain would be coming out of this. But there's nothing coming out of this because it's
Self-contained.
It's holding that liquid. It's absorbing. That's what we want.
And so is this also something where if one is doing like regular, like maybe every 2-hour product check and making sure that the person is dry, they just can remove that if that is being used and then reinsert a new pad, then rather than taking all of this, right?
Yeah, that's one option. That's definitely an option.
Okay.
There's a lot of residents that need to be changed more frequently. It's just going to depend on the resident. Every resident's different.
Yeah.
And incontinence is different too. They might be a light incontinence. They might be a middle of the road incontinence, or a super heavy wetter.
True.
So that all of those things can kind of come into play. But yes, ideally you could, if the shell is okay, you can take this out and replace it with a new one,
Okay.
essentially.
Okay, cool. And it looks like it could be a very safe thing too for the caregivers.
Absolutely.
Right? So you're not having to undo, and there's a lot of issues with moving a person around in the on the bed or something like that. That's great.
Exactly, yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about the hygiene aspects of it. It looks like you have some products there to help with the
absolutely.
hygiene.
So I've got here. So when you're cleaning a resident, I think it's really important, and everything kind of comes hand in hand, right? When you want to provide the best quality care for your loved one or the residents. I highly recommend using a wash. A peri-wash to help kill the germs, kill the bacteria. And I recommend using this every time you're changing a resident. Really important. And, and it's easy to use too. You can use a wet wipe, or you can spray directly on the skin.
Can you show the wipe?
Yeah.
So there's a really big difference about getting a good quality wipe as well. Tell us something about this.
So when you're considering wipes, you want to make sure it's high traction, heavy duty. These are extra large wipes. These are not baby wipes. So
yeah, look, I have a pretty big hand. So. It's like 2 of my hands, yeah.
Right. So these are really good. But with a high traction wipe, you want to make sure you don't flush these as well.
Great, really very important. Yeah.
But I love these. I like how big they are, and the caregivers love them too.
Yeah, never throw any of these products in the toilet. Never, never, never.
Exactly.
And so you had the wash, and what's in the tube?
So now this is a moisturizing cream. I also recommend using this every time you change a resident as well. This is going to moisturize the skin. It's not a barrier cream. If you can find one that's a barrier cream, that's even better. If it has vitamin A, vitamin D, those are very good vitamins to have in a cream. So it's really to moisturize the skin. As we get older, our skin thins out. So it's really important to keep that skin hydrated as much as possible.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, because you're not thinking about that. You're just
Right.
trying to think, oh, clean,
Right.
and then like, oh yeah, there's the moisturizing piece. Because really, when there's an exposure to a lot of liquid, actually the skin dries. So good thing. And then it looks like you have maybe one other thing there. What is that?
Yeah. So I have an underpad here. I love underpads, and this one is extra large. So when you're considering an underpad, you want to make sure that you get a big one. And you want to make sure that it has adhesive strips on the back as well. The adhesive strip helps if you take it off. You can put it on the bed and it won't move. So it's really important to have one that has an adhesive strip.
Yeah,
and
no,
remember,
that's
this
huge.
is all just, added insurance. It's not going to protect the bed entirely, but it's just added insurance. When you have the right products, you shouldn't be getting leaks. And so this is just added insurance.
Perfect. And less work for the caregiver, less embarrassment issues as well, and really keeping the integrity and the independence for the caregiver. Wow,
and the dignity too.
The dignity, huge. You know, Kelly, we've learned a lot from you. Thank you so much for sharing some of these great tips on sizing, on products, and proper skin hygiene. Really key focus there. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
So if you want to learn more on how you can increase your revenue with a formal incontinence service program, contact us at California Home Care Resource. We have a beautiful launch kit ready for you to download on our website. And we've included policies and procedures, caregiver training, certificates of completion, assessment forms, and marketing materials such as rack cards, flyers, and logos, all collateral, all ready for you to just add your own company logo and contact information. Plus, we do have a discount code from a national supplier that we negotiated for you so you can get high quality products for your clients. So contact us at our website, chcresource.com. And until next time, we thank you. Thank you again, Kelly.
No problem. Thanks, Kara.
I think that was great.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
Because it would just flow.